welcome to our December 2020 Book Buzz. My name is Chantel. I'm the reference librarian here at the Flint Memorial Library. I am joined today by this really cute dog book here in the background. So for today's Book Buzz, we have some holiday and winter themed books for you that I'm going to share. We've got some children's books, some YA, and we have some fiction and nonfiction for adults that I cannot wait to share with you. So if you will follow me over to the shelves, we will get started. All right, so first on our list here is Benitez Diwali. This is one of Danielle's picks. Danielle is our head of children's here. So this book is about Benny's class who's learning about different holiday traditions. Sorry about the lighting glare. And Benny shares the story of her favorite holiday, which is Diwali, the Festival of Lights. And she even has some special treats to give to her classmates. This book includes information on the 5 days of Diwali, what it commemorates, and its special traditions. Next, we have A Taxi Dog Christmas, which is one that Janice, who also works in children, suggested. She told me that she would read this with her kids during the holidays when they were young. So this is an older book. It's set in New York in the 1990s, and it follows Maxie, this darling little dog on the cover, and Jim, the taxi driver, as they gladly interrupt their Christmas celebration to lend Santa a hand. Next, we have a classic here. This is The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. This one came out in the 1960s, and it was kind of a groundbreaking book. It was one of the first really good representations of a young black child in children's literature. So it won the Caldecott back in 1962, and has a really charming story and artwork. The story follows the adventures of a little boy named Peter in the city on a very snowy day. Next here we have Jan Brett's Home for Christmas. This was another one that Janice picked out, and it also has really beautiful illustrations. Jan Brett is kind of known for that. This one is about Rollo the Troll, who is our little troll here on the cover. Rollo is tired of chores, but after he spends some time out on the tundra with various animal families, he realizes that he wants to be back home for Christmas, even if that means he has to behave himself. And our final children's book is another one that Danielle picked out for us. It's called Oskar and the Eight Blessings. This one is the winner of the National Jewish Book Award for Children's Literature in 2015. And it follows a young Jewish refugee named Oskar from Nazi Germany when he arrives in New York City on the 7th night of Hanukkah, and he receives small acts of kindness while exploring the city. So next up, we have here a book and TV adaptation from the same series. This is one of my favorite books of all time, I think. It's The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. He takes readers to a world where humans have animal familiars and where parallel universes are within reach. Our tough, no-nonsense heroine Lyra Balakwa sets out to prevent her best friend Roger and other kidnapped children from becoming the subject of gruesome experiments in the far north. I can't recommend this series enough. I loved it. There's 2 more books that follow this one. And if you're interested in watching the show, this one, HBO did the adaptation. It's called His Dark Materials. Season 1 we have here on DVD, and Season 2 is now available on HBO Max for anyone who has a subscription there. I'm going to skip over that one real quick, and I'm going to go to The Snow Child by Eowyn Ivey. This is another kind of fantasy tinged title. It's set in Alaska in 1920. Jack and Mabel are our main couple. They're childless. They're drifting apart in a harsh environment. And during the season's first snowfall, they decide to build a child out of snow. And the next morning, that snow child is gone, but they glimpse instead a young blonde-haired girl running through the trees. Could it be that their snow child has come to life? You'll have to read the book and find out. Okay, back over to this one. So this is Christmas Cupcake Murder by Joanne Fluke. This is the latest installment in the Hannah Swenson Cozy Mystery series. These books are super fun. They're just really light mystery reads, and they also have really tasty recipes scattered throughout in between the story. So Christmas Cupcake Murder follows Hannah as she deals with her holiday checklist and plenty of family drama when she is suddenly faced with a chilling mystery surrounding a man found near death in an abandoned storefront 2 doors down from Hannah's bakery. You can pick this one up here at the library. It's available now. Okay, let's head over here. So if you're in the mood for a cute romance, then I would recommend We Met in December by Rosie Curtis. This book follows 29-year-old Jess, who is following her dream and moving to London. On her first night there, she meets Alex, the guy sharing her floor, at a dinner that's hosted by their landlord. So Jess thinks they have a connection, but when she returns from a 2-week Christmas holiday, she finds that Alex has started dating someone else. And it just so happens to be Emma, who lives upstairs. So of course there's gonna be some drama, and it's like a will they or won't they story. Very cute. But yeah, if you're in the mood for romance, this is probably the one for you. Next we have a couple of historical fiction novels, also a little bit romantic as well. So Last Christmas in Paris is set in August 1914 during World War I in England. Through their letters, young lovers Ivey and Thomas share their greatest hopes and fears, and they grow ever fonder from afar. But can their love flourish amid the horror of the First World War, or will fate intervene? Next we have Winter Garden. This is by Kristin Hannah, who is a fabulous writer. I know she's a favorite here in North Reading. This one follows the dying wish of a loving father igniting a family drama that brings 2 sisters and their acid-tongued Russian-born mother together in a story that reaches all the way back to World War II Leningrad. All right, and our final fiction title is by Dan Simmons. This is The Terror. And I'm thinking, if you're one of those people who's in the mood for a survival story with a scary monster, then this is definitely the book for you. The Terror is a fictional retelling of the actual 1840s Franklin expedition and its doomed search for the Northwest Passage. Some of the men perished from the cold, some from food poisoning, and also from madness after being shipwrecked for 2 years. While others, according to the story, are killed by a mysterious, monstrous creature. So if you're looking for something a little creepy and atmospheric, then I would suggest The Terror. All right, our last shelf here is full of just delightful, sweet, cheerful nonfiction books. So the first one is The Little Book of Hygge. Yes, Hygge is the pronunciation of that. So the Danes are famously the happiest people in the world, so jealous, and Hygge is a cornerstone of their way of life. Hygge loosely translates as a sense of comfort, togetherness, and well-being. So this book here is an excellent beginner's guide to all things Hygge, from picking the right lighting for your home down to your clothes and the food that you eat. Speaking of food, next we have Holiday Cookies, which is filled with so many tasty recipes. I don't know about all of you, but I've been so into baking lately. It's been just a way to kind of unwind and makes me really happy to make cookies and have the house smelling good right now. So this is filled with lots of tasty recipes. The cookbook includes lots of decorating ideas for your cookies, instructions for gingerbread houses, and much more. And finally, we have Calm Christmas and a Happy New Year, a little book of festive joy. Author Beth Kimpton gently encourages readers to prioritize holiday hopes and to take a slower and more mindful approach to our celebrations. I think this is a really timely read, especially right now, during this year in particular. There are also helpful suggestions for making the most of wintertime, and Kimpton recommends using this quiet time to dream new dreams, set goals, and aspire toward a beautiful year ahead, which I think is what we're all hoping for, right? Okay, so we have reached the conclusion of this month's Book Buzz. Thank you all so much for tuning in and joining us. I will leave all of the titles that we covered today in the caption for this video below. I will also leave a link for our online catalog. You can place all of your requests there. You can also call us at 978-664-4942 if you would rather place your request over the phone. We always love to hear from you. So we miss you all. We hope you're staying safe and warm and happy and healthy. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next month. Bye.